And welcome to indieRevue
Hi.
and Queers Guild. Hi, everyone. I don't know why I started with and as if I had said something before. I didn't. I just started the sentence, which you should never do as a writer, unless you're cool like me. Hi,
Hmm.
welcome to Queers Guild. I'm Avery, and I'm joined, as always, by Vika. Tonight we will be playing Badger and Coyote, a wonderful game by Pandion Games. Super excited to play tonight. Didn't realize that coyotes and badgers had a sort of mutual relationship,
I didn't
like
either.
mutualism sort of thing, which is fun to know. In searching for like art and stuff to create this overlay for today, I was just like, yeah, let me look at pictures of coyotes and badgers, and most of the pictures are them just chilling out together, which is pretty fun.
I love that for them.
hmm So,
Looks like my camera has frozen.
did it really?
I'm being
Fun.
punished for my sins of being the reason why we haven't played in 2 weeks. Because if you have watched our video game Wednesday streams from the past 2 weeks, you will know that I had and still kind of have the most obnoxious cough. I'm just going to be mainlining cough drops.
hmm 1 second. I'm working on it. Mostly it just involves unplugging and plugging back in until it does something.
Until it chooses to work.
There we go. Beautiful. You're
Welcome
back.
to Technical Difficulties with Queer Guild.
No, we're done. We're back. Nothing wrong ever happened. You didn't notice
Oh,
that.
okay.
We're gaslighting you now.
Okay. Nothing bad happened.
Nothing bad has ever happened. Let me tell you about badgers in this wonderful world of ours, Earth. There are two of them, types. There are the European and the American. Yeah, I just thought
Mm-hmm.
I'd give some badger facts that the book gives us, that the PDF gives us, which is great. European ones are omnivorous, consuming earthworms, insects, small mammals, birds, and their eggs, also fruits and nuts. It is grayish with large black and white facial stripes. And then there is the American badger, nocturnal, muscular, short-necked, and flat-bodied. It has a broad, flattened head and short legs and tail. The American badger is a powerful animal that captures most of its prey by rapid digging. Generally solitary, it feeds on mainly on rodents, particularly ground squirrels, pocket gophers, mice, and voles. Other prey include insects, reptiles, and eggs of ground nesting birds. Those poor ground nesting birds. Tell me about the coyote, of which you will be playing today, as I will be portraying the role of Badger.
Yep. Also called prairie wolf or brush wolf, New World member of the dog family Canidae that is smaller and more lightly built than the wolf. Noted for its nightly serenades of yaps and howls, the coyote is primarily nocturnal, running with tail pointed downward and sometimes attaining a speed of 40 miles per hour. Coyotes are extremely efficient hunters and their senses are keen. They are visual predators in open areas, but they mostly use smell and hearing to locate prey in thick vegetation or forest. Also, fun fact, they are way smaller than you think they are.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes badgers and coyotes work together.
Mhm.
Ah, right.
Have you seen that post that's like European badgers look like they're going to invite you into their house for tea and cakes, and American badgers look like they're going to invite you to a back alley to murder you?
Mm. Yeah, no. I think they're all friends.
I think they're all friends.
Mm-hmm. So this will be a two-player game. One of us will be playing the badger, me, and Vico will be playing the coyote. Badger and coyote are good friends, even though they are very different creatures and live by different rules. They find working together to achieve their goals to be beneficial, and many times they enjoy each other's company. Badger is focused and determined, while Coyote wants to play and socialize as much as eating. So, the way we play this game, we have in need of some materials, of course. The rule book on which we have our laptops and our computer devicing,
I
our
do
character
just want
sheets.
to point out the art on
Mm-hmm.
the PDF rulebook is lovely.
Yes.
It's a very well put together little book.
Correct. All right. And we have our character sheets. Lovely character sheets of a single sheet of paper, then cut in half. We have our little pebble. It's a little rock being used tonight in the role of pebble is this little tiny amethyst I have. The pebble keeps track of who narrates the current complication and scene. It starts with me, the badger, and is passed back and forth between each scene. Otherwise, players may narrate and play off each other freely. So this game is one of the things I've really liked about it so far is an asymmetrical. So our character sheets do different things. We have different stats and abilities essentially, and ways of rolling, which is really fun. I like that. We can speak to each other to narrate the stories and the actions of Badger and Coyote, but we don't speak directly in game. Instead, Coyote uses their social skills to help direct Badger. Badger has no social skills to initiate communication, but many skills to achieve the goals of obtaining food. So, we have already predetermined who will be playing Badger and Coyote. We have read over our character sheets. We select a trait. You have to do this. Excuse me while I do this.
Just did it while you were talking. I selected the trait carefree.
Mm.
So for Coyote, I had to choose a number between 2 and 5. I chose 3 because it's a nice middle ground. When I roll, and I only roll one die.
I roll up to 3.
For hunting, I have to roll under the number that I chose, and for social, I have to roll over. And then there are times when I am able to move my number up or down, but if it reaches 1, I become too mean and Badger stops being my friend. And if it reaches 6, I become too lazy and no longer want to hunt or another friend. So Badger stops being my friend.
Yeah. The whole point of this game is just to continue to be my friend.
Mm-hmm.
You're on thin ice. As a badger. As Avery, you're fine.
Yeah.
Or are you?
Am I?
I don't know. Hi, Pandion Games. Welcome into the chat. So excited to have you here. Always great to see creators of the game coming in and watching us play. Definitely not nerve-wracking. Haha. Anyway, I'm kidding. All right.
I'm excited to play.
Yeah, my trait that I have chosen, I am ornery.
Mm-hmm. Carefree, ornery.
Ornery. Hi, my name is Ornery.
Match made in heaven.
Match made in heaven. Okay. So, we will continue the way the game will do. We'll both do individual scenes that have complications. We can select or create a beginning to our story. There are 2 options here, and I think we can go for one of those. That's all right. What would you like to do? Which one? Which one? We've got 2 options here.
I kind of like the first one, Miss Hollowtallow's garden.
Miss Hollowtallow's garden is in full bloom and ripe for the picking. There will surely be plenty of mice around, but Miss Hollowtail is very protective. Hollowtallow, sorry. Hollowtallow? Hollowtallow. Thank you. Thank you for pronouncing it correctly, is very protective of her garden. A slatted fence with a heavy gate outlines the garden, and her 2 dogs stalk the rows. If we can get in, grab some fruits, vegetables, and mice, and get back out without being caught, we'll be set for the day. No, the week. I like that. I think it'll be good. And then we will determine our goal for this session. What do you think should our goal be? How much should we be able to get? Should we just focus on getting in? Should we manage on getting in and out with something?
I was thinking maybe we could just focus on making an opening in the fence somehow that Miss Hollow can't see.
Oh, sort of like opening supply lines kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Creating a specific route and from which we can. Do we want to try and like make sure it works? That way we can actually get something from it? Okay.
Do a test run.
Do a test run, so to speak? Okay. All right. And I start. I have the pebble. I'm the one in charge. Look at me. I'm the captain now. All right. All right, so we are in our prairie here, I would say. Very sparse on trees, but we've got a few copses around where we like to hunt and where we hang out sometimes. Miss Hollow's house is sort of bordering up against one of these little trees, used as a way like a windbreak, so that the prairie winds don't destroy her house, which they can do. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know how it is in the Midwest. Yeah. Okay. We are going to Badger is going to do a search of the perimeter, just to find the weakest link, so to speak, in the fence, one that we could most easily create an entrance. Okay.
Are we okay? Slatted fence. Are we imagining what are those like vertical
White
slats
picket
or
fence?
like horizontal slats?
I would think the vertical ones. So, but Badger, she's also trying to get like the closest angle to the garden, the one that is furthest away from the dog houses. So she's going to use mostly her sniffs, her noses. So I can build a dice pool out of this, which is one of my skills. 1d6 for role playing your trait. I have to figure out how she's going to do this in an ornery fashion. Um, she's just like sniffing around. She's just like very angry that all this food, all this free food, is kept in the house, and she's just really just sniffing around. As like it's like passive aggressive sniffing, like
Mm-hmm.
like when people's moms like do the dishes but angrily because you didn't do the dishes for her, that kind of thing. So yeah, so that's 1d6. I'm using a skill, which is sniff, so it's 2d6. And would you like to help me somehow? How?
I will keep lookout for any other critters who might interrupt us.
Okay. Badger doesn't even notice. She's just like, "Grr," and you're just like, okay, gotta. All right, I'll roll my 3d6.
I'm doing the happy dog tippy tap.
Exactly. I need to roll high, or else there will be complications. What is this? Star Trek Adventures? Haha. All right. I take the highest out of the 3 that I rolled, which was a 4, which is pretty good. Yeah. So, pretty good. Minor complication though, which is fine, but pretty good. All right. Let's see. She will find the sort of slat that is like sort of in a bit of a dip in the ground, and she's just gonna start digging through and like getting the um some of the dirt out of the way, big enough for at least her to squeeze through at this point. Um, and then she'll start working ways to fit it so you can squeeze under, Coyote. So, but all this scratching and digging has one of the dogs, which is just sort of lazing around on the porch, just sort of perks an ear up. Nothing major yet. Hasn't noticed us, but is suspicious. It's like this the NPCs in stealth video games go, huh? With the question mark pairs on the back of their head. Yeah, that's it. It is your turn. You have the pebble. The pebble is yours. Mhm. Yeah, it's Pandion. This is the Solid Snake, Metal Gear Solid. I don't know if I'm allowed to make that reference because I've never played that game.
So, Coyote, who is keeping watch while Badger hyper focuses, is going to attempt to warn Badger to keep it down because the dogs are noticing. So I think I'm going to. So I'm going to use a social skill.
Okay.
I think the social skill that I'm going to use is probably like awe.
Paw.
So I have to get above a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Hey.
5.
Wait, you're using a social skill though. You want to roll under your number to succeed. What's your number?
Wait. Fuck.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 5. I needed
Okay.
under a 3.
All right. So
I
on a
mixed up hunting and social.
yeah.
So
On a failed social check, a miscommunication happens.
explain what Coyote wanted to say, and Badger determines what they think Coyote meant. So Coyote is like reaching its paw on it through this little hole toward
Mm-hmm.
Badger, trying to go like, "Hey, hey, the dog's noticed you, or the dog is suspicious. Hey, hey."
Um, Better just thinks you're like you really also want to get through, and she's like, I'm working on it. It's like, "Argh," and so she's just digging faster now, digging harder. So on a failed roll for the coyote, one of two things happens: a complication occurs, or your skill number moves one digit towards the opposite stat to succeed. So if you fail the social roll, you can lower your stat by one.
And that would, and in that case, I would succeed anyway. But we've already determined that I failed.
No, yeah, this is already a failure, but you could just make a complication occurs if you want your number to stay the same, but something bad will happen.
Mm-hmm.
You'll accept the complication.
Well, I can't move my number because if I move my number, because you only move your number if you want to succeed.
Oh, if you want to succeed anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Your skill number moves one digit toward the opposite stat to succeed anyway.
Oh, so you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want to do that?
We already determined that I failed, so
Okay. All right. Then we'll take the complication.
we've role played the scene.
Okay. What's our complication then?
Um. Hmm. Because you're now digging faster, the dog is definitely like standing up now. It's like, what's going on? What's happening? There's a
Nice.
disturbance in the forest.
Some of the millions of lives crying out all at once, or someone scratching.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
You get
I am the pebble. All right.
Pebble is you.
Pebble is you. So we've got the attention of a dog on us.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know that
Mm-hmm.
because you didn't communicate that to me. Um,
I mean, I tried.
You did try. I'm not saying not for one of trying. Okay. She was going to now like squeeze like she's made a big enough hole, so to speak. I'm actually wondering if I should roll to see if she's going to make a hole big enough for the both of us to fit through, and we could maybe slide on through.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so, hmm. Okay. She's go. She's while she's doing this, she's gonna be like looking at you, and I'm like, come on, like she's asking for your help. That's how I'm gonna roleplay my trait to get
Okay.
at least 1d6, and another one if you would like to help as for helping me
I
dig.
guess because I've realized that you're just that everything is
Mm-hmm.
digging to you right now,
Everything
I'm
is
just
sticking
gonna
to me.
start digging also.
Okay.
I'm
All
not as
right.
good at
Yeah, and I'm digging, so I'm getting a skill as well. So I get to roll 3 dice.
it.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. All right, I'm gonna re-roll this one that fell, and I hope it goes high.
Dice on the loose.
What? Sorry, I'm back. The first two ones that I rolled were both ones, so okay, 4. Pretty good, but we're good. I did roll a snake eyes though, which is wild, but we're good. I take the highest outcome. Pretty good, pretty good. All right. All right. I think she's going to um, scratch and make just being a big enough hole back up and just go and like throw you in. And I think because we did pretty good, I think we're both able to squeeze in pretty well. Um, and then she's going to. Mm, I think we're like right next to like the beginning of the garden, so there's a bit of like large growing like tomato plants that seem to obscure vision pretty well, and so we dart into there. But the minor complication is that Badger was trying to also obscure the digging tunnels. That way they didn't have to see that. So it's harder to realize that we're here, but she's just unable to. So right now we've made it into the garden. We've gotten we've gotten in the garden. We are hidden for now, but the entrance hole is still visible. So
Mm-hmm.
it is not currently a reliable, undetected, like in and out passageway, secret entrance, if you will. So, but maybe we can still make it that eventually.
So I guess since the dog, one of the dogs has sort of like cottoned on to what's going on,
He's suspicious. He's now his question mark above his head has gone yellow, and he's actively searching.
I would want
I'm thinking
to,
like Verizon terms. Anyway,
yeah,
where did the pebble go?
I I
Oh,
gave it to you.
I think I lost it when I was throwing my dice at hither and yon. There it is. Never mind. Found it. We're good.
Pebble.
Pebble. Pebble.
I would like to distract the dog so you can finish obscuring
Hmm.
our secret passage.
How are you gonna do that?
Um, I don't know. Should I first? I guess first I should communicate to you what I'm gonna try and do.
Do you think we have time for that?
No, I guess I'm just gonna go.
And I don't want to make any decisions for you, but
No, I'm just gonna like lightly bap you with my paw and then dart out of the.
is that still trying to communicate, or is that just
No,
you saying okay?
it's just like that.
Ah, okay.
I'm going to I could pounce on the dog, but I feel like that's immediately aggressive. So I think I'm going to try and pounce on. I guess I'll start by trying to spot something that I can use as a distraction.
Oh, good idea. All right.
So this time I want to roll high.
You want to roll high, you're using your hunting skill.
Damn it!
You rolled
One.
low. 1. Wow, you can't move it up or down to succeed anyway.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna move my number to a 4.
Hmm.
4, and I'm going to succeed. I'm gonna spot a stack of those, like, uh, the little plastic trays full of seedlings that you get from nurseries.
Yeah.
She's got a couple of them ready to go in the ground, but
Like a little tray with a.
yeah,
Yeah.
but they're a little bit precarious, and I'm gonna go and
No, those seedlings.
knock them over.
No.
Yeah. Die, die,
Die,
seedlings.
die, die. This hurts
Okay.
personally because growing up, my family would garden a ton, and my dad would always have those like flats of seedlings, and he would go through great many lengths to prevent animals from or birds from eating or destroying them. So I'm feeling personally hurt.
My mom would get them, but like just flowers. Uh, She wouldn't take any like immense special care of them. We were not a green thumb family. All of the green thumb is with my grandma still.
Yeah, she's hoarding it.
Yeah. She has a beautiful garden though.
She does. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
so tell me how you
Yeah.
succeed. So you knock it over, or
Yeah.
you spot that you can knock it over, like next time you're up.
I guess I spot that I can knock it over.
Yeah, and like get yourself in a position,
Yes.
so to speak. Okay.
I'm doing the little like play pounce position.
Mm-hmm. Just sort of getting in position, yeah. All right.
Still slightly hidden. Some squashes.
Nice. All right. Pebble me.
Pebble.
Pebble.
It is yours.
All right. You bapped me, but you didn't communicate to me what you're doing, so, she's gonna start to cover this, this hole, make it seem like it's just, it's just your average hole. Cover it with some, no,
Just a hole.
just a hole. Don't, no, mind me, I'm just a hole. We'll, cover it with some leaves or like grass, pulled up grass and some weeds and stuff, as if it were just like the what's her name, the Miss Hallow Tallow had actually like done some weeding in her garden and just tossed them to the side. That's what she's gonna do. All right.
Sure, the seedlings are fine.
No, they're not. You're gonna destroy them. All right. I'm trying to figure out a skill I can use. Yeah. Um. She's going to take quite a bit of pleasure in ripping up weeds and stuff from the garden to use for this. Very angrily, just ripping and poking, killing. So it's a D6 for my trait. All right. Trying to think of its skill I have. I have flush, burrow, dig, trap, or sniff. Would trap be? I'm setting up like
you are setting up.
but like it's not really a trap, but like what do you think?
Same sort of skill family,
Okay.
I guess.
All right, I'll give myself the D6.
I can't help you.
Yeah, you cannot help
I'm
me.
a
You are going to be helping me, but I can't do that. So just roll the 2. That's fine. Let's hope I roll higher than a 1. Hey, 5. Which is almost perfect. No complication. Cool. She does a bang up job of covering up this hole, ripping up some weeds, and we'll like make it just so that it's very easy for us who know it's there to get right through. And then is going to scooch back into the tomatoes, and we'll like glance around and see what you're up to. What are you doing?
Cool.
Is your time to be pebbled? Destroy.
Every time I have it, I just have to look at it for a minute.
It is an amethyst.
Anyway, now I'm going to kill some seedlings. I'm going to pounce on them.
Murder. Okay.
And knock them over. This is a hunting skill. I have to roll high. 5.
Hey.
Success.
Woo. Okay. All right. So you tell me what happens.
Coyote is like there was an element of planning, but then as I was getting into like my little like pre-pounce stance,
You're
and
getting really
focusing
excited
in,
about it.
yeah, there just started to be elevator music.
And you're like, oh, right.
It's like, yeah, play, pounce, yes,
Kill,
yes,
kill,
yes. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get it. I wanna go. I wanna get it.
kill,
I'm
kill,
gonna-
kill, kill.
And then just like, boom,
Oh my gosh.
knocks them over. It makes a big sound, and I immediately retreat back into the squashes.
Dog
I'm
goes,
like,
huh?
oh god. Yeah, dog goes, huh?
Huh?
And immediately goes to like
Walk towards the concerning sound, which is something normal people do.
And dogs.
Huh? Better investigate. Looks like an NPC.
What was that?
What was that?
Um, and I am creeping back,
Straight up creeping.
straight up creeping back over to the tomatoes, but my tail is wagging.
Nice. Nice. All right. Thank you for the pebble.
Pebble.
All right. Okay.
Funny, you got your little peaks sticking out.
All right. What if we are we've pretty much got our in and out secured. We have a good row of plants of garden vegetables that we can make a beeline through to avoid the dogs. We're gonna need to find now some food. I mean, Badger can eat some of the vegetables and stuff, but that's not really her deal. And we're just love to eat the flesh of other animals, as we do. And so the best place I think we're going to be able to find mice will probably be in it's like the shed. It's not really a barn, but it's like a shed where she keeps all her gardening supplies and all of her seeds and stuff like that the mice love to eat. So, and like hay and stuff. Trying to think what mice eat. Fabrics. They'll eat flipping anything, honestly. All right. So I think we're gonna make our way that way. We're gonna need to find a way in there, assuming she keeps the door closed. Trying to think what our entrance method will be.
Would we need to get in? Because we might be able to just sniff out some mice in the grass.
And flush them out, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think she's going to do a loop around the shed. We'll start making some scratching to spook the mice that are inside, have them make a run for it,
Mm-hmm.
um, and give you a setup to get a good pounce down on them. All right. I'm trying to think how she's going to do this. She's going to very grumpily, just just very angrily. She's just like rearing, like basically working herself up, like saying badger swear words under her mouth. And I'm gonna fucking get you. I'm gonna real gonna get you. Being
And
as
also, we have like big mega grump badger,
mm-hmm.
and then elevator music coyote.
Yeah. Yep. It's pretty
It's like,
good.
we're having a great
Yeah,
time.
yeah, pretty good. Meanwhile, she's just like, all right, yeah, and then so give me a skill, or D6 for a trait. Um, the skill I'm flushing, so I'll do a D6 for that. Is there any way you can? I'm trying to get a setup for
Hello.
you, but is there any way you might be able to help? I mean, like by like getting in position, like see the cornering the flush. All right, roll the 3d6s. Oh, there goes the cat. Hey, 6.
8.
All right,
Also, I have good news.
what?
I looked up, do coyotes wag their tails?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and coyotes will wag, dip, or stand their tails up in reaction to their mood, just like domestic dogs.
They're just weird dogs.
They're just weird dogs.
Do not pet them. They will bite you, just like dogs. All right. Yeah, she is going to do just a lot of like scratching against the side of the shed. She starts hearing the little skitters of the mice, and she's going to like shift around and like make some little noises, not loud enough for the dogs to hear, but definitely loud enough for the mice to hear. To continue spooking them and guiding them uh through to the specific exit. They're like all gonna like hop out of a teensy little hole in the side of the shed where the coyote has set up your mouth to just go to town. Like this is a Tom and Jerry cartoon or something. All right, and I pass thee onto thee, Pebble.
To me. Yay.
Once upon ye.
And now
Whoa, Pebble be upon ye.
I'm seeing all these little mice coming out. Ready? Ready? My tail's will wag a little. I'm gonna pounce on.
No, please, no.
I have a bamboo!
No, please, I have a 401k. No.
And I have to roll high.
Roll high. You did. Does not look like you rolled high.
I can only roll 5s and 1s on this die.
Roll a different die.
So I could bump up my, or yeah, bump up my skill.
Isn't it F4?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're still good one, but if you fail another one. Okay.
Um, or I could fail the roll and take complication.
Okay. Okay. Up to you. You're the one making calling the shots here.
I'm gonna bump my skill up.
Playing with fire.
Mm-hmm. In order to succeed this pounce.
All right. You're still not great at doing the whole hunting thing, but you're succeeding.
I sure am a for effort enthusiastic.
Mm-hmm. And that enthusiasm carries you like the extra like 60% that you failed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
40% skill, 60% pure force of will. All right. Okay.
I get 2 mice. I almost get a third, but it like
It slips
scampers
off.
away.
I don't forget you for this. that person becomes the mouse Batman.
Mouse man.
Yeah, mouse man. No,
Bat mouse.
Bat mouse man.
Bat mouse man. You are really good at
Really
social
good at social. You
networking.
can
Yeah,
really
I'm
talk to me now. Yeah,
the friendliest ass not dog
not dog.
in the world.
Almost dog. Pebble. Oh, thank you so much for
Why, thank
the
you.
subscription. Love this. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. So glad to have another person subscribing with us. All right. Pebble time. Now, we've got some food, but
I'm doing my tippy taps.
mhm, mhm,
I'm
mhm.
the golden retriever
mhm.
of coyotes.
and she
My
and she's just looking at shut up. All right. Okay. Uh, I think she's very grumpy. She's very like sort of pessimistic in a sense, where it's just like we've gotten this far barely. We should get out. We've got sort of our secure route. We've got some food. I think we should just not make a break for it. We should very carefully and very angrily make our way home. I feel like our
You can't
characters.
actually communicate that to me, so I
No,
think you just
she's,
you just look at me and then you just walk off.
she just
I'm
goes,
like,
ugh, and then she's like every like gruff, edgy, like uh older like character in most like narrative like stories, where it's just like I actually don't care about any of you, but like secretly she does. Anyway, she's Sundere essentially. Anyway, uh, now is going to right. I think our our current. All right, we could go back the way we came, or we could make a new path out. What if we make like a teensy like burrow, new and like a new like exit hole.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Like I'm thinking like she's just like we've burned our exit and entrance. Like we like burn that for now. Uh but like we can use it later. And like going back in right now will through the way we came in will disturb the way we've hidden it and we can't rehide it. So I think we should find a new exit.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe behind the shed.
There's behind the shed. What if there is, there's like a little table where she has like a bunch of pots and stuff like that, a lot of potting soil and like little crates and stuff where she keeps a lot of her, extra materials and stuff like that, extra gardening tools and stuff like that. Creates a nice little platform for us to right over. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. Bad thing. Badgers not very good at climbing. Um so I will not be having a d6 for skill, unfortunately. Um, she is through pure fury going to be doing this. I would like to take my trait in this. I think anger gets you pretty far in life. Pure spite mostly. And are you gonna help me? Gonna help little me?
Yeah, you're like struggling to get up. like
Mm-hmm.
knows you.
If you spoke Badger, you'd be like God, fuck, shit, fuck. But in actual Badger, it's like a little Animal Crossing villager. Anyway, all right, 2d6. I'm pretty good at doing the Animal Crossing voice. 6. Woo! We did it.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting out. No complications. Naria 1. Yes, we scamper up. Occasionally, she'll slip teensy bit. There's a pot that almost tips over, ready to like alert the dogs and the gardener herself. And but then the badger will or coyote actually, you save my ass. You like whack it with your tail, and it tips back perfectly, and we go. It goes, and then we scooch over some milk crates, like empty milk crates that were definitely legally taken from some stores, and then we hop over the fence. What?
That was really specific.
I'm just saying my family has a lot of milk crates from certain stores that technically say on them not to take them.
Mm-hmm.
And we have them and they don't anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
yeah. Also, like a few
Stolen
like
from behind
behind the
Kroger's.
Kroger's, of course, or like some like postal office like totes that definitely say do not take, and then we have a few of
From the
them.
post office?
This is just, I don't know. Listen, these are just things that may or may not be at my family home where I grew up that I carried around all the time as a kid, helping my dad garden and set up Christmas decorations.
From the post office?
Listen,
Milk crate capers.
listen, actually, I'm honestly, legitimately, like, don't mess with the postal service in real, like, don't, don't mess with the postal service. They'll get your ass in like 6 to 8 months, but they'll get your ass.
Further than any U.S. Marine.
Mm-hmm. It's true. All right.
Anyway, the coyote like scampers up this
Mhm.
little
Is your pebble too?
con- construction
Mhm.
much more gracefully because I have long, graceful dog
Because you're
legs.
just built different, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about graceful dog legs, given most dogs I know being the least graceful thing on the planet, but I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have long legs.
You have long legs, yes. Scampering. Like the way, like, have you ever seen like dogs trying like to like get up on beds and stuff? They're like both paws up. They're like
Yeah.
they were trying real hard, doing their absolute best, and it's just barely enough. Because they are so small and stupid. All right, we've made it. We've made it outside. Now what? Are we in the clear? Are we good? Do you want to make sure we're in the clear? We're good?
Yeah, I could do that.
Was there, unless there's something else you'd like to do?
Um,
You've got the mice in your mouth.
I wanna.
You want to like talk to me, celebrate our victory?
Yeah, I want to celebrate our victory. I want to do a little dog dance.
Mm-hmm. When
Little
you
coyote dance.
triumphantly.
Fucking roll the pebble.
Mm-hmm. And you
No.
celebrate a triumphant victory with a friend. Use your team move to. No, wait, sorry, that's masks. Anyway,
Me. So I have mice. I'm
the
gonna
mice.
do a little dance and
Mhm.
give you a nasty.
Yay! Are you gonna left click or right click? Not even nary a word.
I don't understand the reference.
A mouse.
Oh.
A mouse. You have one of them. You're looking at it. Technically, yeah. You
Like,
use those.
right click to do
Mm-hmm.
left click to do Y.
Mm-hmm. X and Y are like controller.
To give mouse.
Press F to pay respects. All right, F in chats, friends. All right,
Anyway,
press F.
I rolled a 2. I actually succeeded at this
Yay!
one. I
Woo!
do a little dog dance.
Do your little dance, and she goes, rolls her eyes, but eats the mouse, or eats parts of it and saves the other for later because she is conscious of food waste, and also wants to stretch out her rations longer. It's tough living out here on the frontier. Mm-hmm.
Is that how she would talk if she had?
No, it would not. No, it really would not. She would just be like, "Fuck," like that.
But because she's an actual badger, it's more like.
Actually, God, I'm actually like, very curious about what badgers actually sound like, but I'm resisting that urge to just immediately Google that and figure that out. Anyway, all right. I think we've done it.
Yeah, we did it. We completed our garden heist.
We won the game.
We did it.
We won life as
And we're still
badgers.
friends.
We're still friends, barely.
Just barely.
Barely.
I'm slightly too nice
You're
and
almost
friendly.
way too nice. She is just like, you are on my last fucking nerve.
I'm
But you can
like,
stay.
you spot me like the next day, like play bowing at a squirrel,
And you're just
and
like,
you're like, "Are you gonna
are you
kill
gonna
it
kill
or
it?
what?" And I'm like, "No, we're having fun.
Like, I
I'm
like to
having
think the
fun."
coyote's like having genuine fun with the squirrel, but Badger thinks you're just like distracting it, so she just goes up and kills it. And the coyote's like, what the fuck? You killed Steve!
I'll mourn you forever, but I'll also eat you
Mm-hmm.
because I'm
I am
hungry.
hungry, yeah.
Hungry.
Yeah. You also have a very short memory span, so you immediately
Mhm.
forget about Steve. Because you're a dog. All right. That is about almost an exact hour of Badger and Coyote.
Yeah.
We speed ran. I don't know, but thank you, Pandion Games, for making this. Thank you so much. Hang on, I'm just trying to pull up the actual credits that I'm in. Thank you, Andrew, for joining us in chat and for making this game. Um, super great to play fun games like this. I am super interested in a lot of the other games that you guys have too, so we might, might come back for more. If you liked what you saw today, you can check out Pandion Games on their website. They're also on Twitter. You can give them a follow there and see what they're up to. Check out their itch.io page to see a lot of the games here. I believe this game is in at least a couple bundles
Mhm.
on itch. We picked this up for the reproductive rights one.
I believe so.
Yeah,
Yes.
reproductive rights one. There's always bundles going on. Most of a lot of them, many of them, are for very good causes. So, yeah. Um,
Hmm.
I'm realizing we just sort of like I segued right over like us talking about the game that we really enjoyed, so we can also do that.
Yeah, we do. Always tend to play games that we end up really liking,
Which is
and this is
yeah, makes
no
sense.
different.
Yeah,
Um,
I really enjoyed at I really enjoyed the asymmetrical nature of it,
mhm.
us having different things to worry about, so to speak.
Yeah.
Um, I also like, as someone who's played a lot of RPGs, seeing like other games, elements of other games in there, and using them
Hmm.
really, really effective uses out of them. I'm getting a lot of like for the Coyote specifically, a lot of like lasers and feelings vibes, which I really love that system for its simplicity, which is really great. And for the Badger, just love like the rolling multiple d6s and taking the best result. A lot of systems use that. I'm
Yeah.
like trying to think of like a system because there's so many that use that rule system. Um, can't name off the tip of my tongue specifically where that originated, but I'm sure it's just sort of like amorphously out there. Um, yeah, I've enjoyed like taking a very sort of like curious phenomena of real life of
Hmm.
like, oh yeah, look at that, isn't that neat, isn't that quaint, like
These
badgers and
animals
coyotes
can be friends.
can sometimes be friends, and like making a story out of it, making
Hmm.
um a dynamic, because like I feel like you could definitely also like take the personalities and instincts like and nature of badger and coyote and just translate them to like actual people like
Hmm.
or translate them to different animals or like different like fantasy settings or whatever,
Yeah.
and just be like, yeah, this is like this character is now like is the badger, quote unquote, like, and like you still can't communicate somehow and stuff like that, still play it that way, making different turns and stuff like that.
I just like the mood, everything from the art, how it's written, to like the types of stories suggested are very. I don't. I don't know how to put it. Like child storybook.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's very calm and cute.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel there there is the possibility of failure, but it doesn't feel dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a cute, relaxing game about two animals trying to trying to get some dinner.
Yeah. It's like a fairy tale esque in the sense of like, and like kids book as if like there's not a lot of complexity to it, which is
Mm-hmm.
a positive note. Um, Not that like I don't like complexity. I love complexity, but sometimes you can do a lot
Yeah,
with uh with just a simple concept. Just two different characters that have two different stats that have and two different natures by
yeah.
virtue of those stats.
I like a
Um,
game that doesn't take me very long to learn how to play.
mhm.
I also, as someone who has looked at a lot of duet games for this stream, a lot of duet games are very serious in
Some of
nature.
them can be very, very serious, which I love a lot of those. And
Yeah,
those are the ones I
like
often choose.
I'm not
But
saying it's bad. I'm saying sometimes I I want a very carefree, like happy game to
mhm.
play or a cute game. A lot of those are made for bigger groups.
Yeah, which
And
is
there
fair
aren't as
because like
many
yeah,
duet
having
games.
fun
Mhm.
is a communal experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which like that's not a critique of any of the games we've played.
Yeah, if you
It's
make a serious game, you suck and I hate you.
I hate you. I don't like catharsis, and I don't like experiencing negative
I
emotions
don't
for
like
entertainment
having to
purposes.
mentally and critically engage with media. Um, hi. Anyway, I'm gonna go on TikTok now. So, anyway, uh, anyway,
Kidding.
I am kidding. I don't go on TikTok. I actively avoid it.
Yeah.
Thank you for enduring that review of your game. And thank you everyone for watching,
Yeah.
for tuning in. Great to be back after a little bit of a hiatus. We
Hmm.
got a bit of sickness, and then I was in the woods, and then things and stuff in life.
Stuff and things
Things
and
and
things and
stuff in
stuff.
life.
Um,
We're gonna be working towards getting back on our sort of
mhm.
consistent-ish schedule. I think we'll be okay for next week, but the week after we'll be run fairing,
Yeah.
so that might be
God.
yeah, who knows? Um, but I think that's a worthy thing to miss a stream for, which is run fair, because everyone should go to run fair, um, at unnamed location, uh, and yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
If you're in the mood for more RPG things that happen to include the both of us, you can check out our friend Racius's channel, ADHG, where tomorrow we'll be playing our fourth
yeah.
fourth session issue episode of Unmasked, a teen superhero fun story about teen superheroes using
Hmm.
the mask system by Magpie Games. I play a angsty not Spider-Man, and uh, Vico here plays Goo
Yeah, I play a sentient healing goo
in a
um,
robot body. I
in
almost just
robot
choked on my own
body.
water. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then we'll be back here on Wednesday, most likely with some video games. It is Solstice in Destiny, so I think might be playing some of that.
Almost definitely
Almost
going to be playing
definitely, because that's the only thing I ever play. All
that.
right.
Hmm.
Thank you one more time for joining us. We hope you've had a wonderful evening. We hope you continue to have a wonderful Saturday night and into a wonderful Sunday. Um, Unmasked, by the way, is tomorrow, 6 p.m., 6:30 p.m. on ADHG or Race's channel. I think we were talking about it, but then we never said when it was.
Right.
So I just wanted to
6:30 p.m. EST.
EST tomorrow, on a different channel. But and cat.
Yeah.
We have our outros so down pat. We're so good. Anyway,
We're really
once
good.
again, thank you for joining us. We hope you have a wonderful Saturday. Please stay happy, stay healthy, and as always,
Stay queer. We'll see you next time, folks.
bye guys.